hello. Come on in, say g'day. It is Wednesday night, hump day, so middle of the week. Thank goodness I am a bit over this week already. The silly weather has gone cold again, and I don't like cold weather. It's just not good. Come on in, let me know if you're here. I am live. If you can see a little live button up here, I am live. If not, you're watching the replay, so let me know either way, whether you're watching the replay or you're live. Let me introduce myself. My name is Bec Hall. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And I come live here every Wednesday night to give you a bit of crafty inspiration for the rest of the week, and hopefully inspire you to jump in your craft room or studio or crafting area or whatever you have to craft with, and say and have a go at what I make. So hello Christine, hello Marianne, hey Leanne, how you going? Hey Linda. Over this week already, Leanne. I know, I'm a bit done. Let's finish this week and let's get done with it. That's what I reckon. Hey Evelyn, how you going? Hey Linda. Alright, so today I want to show you, it'll probably be a very quick card, but I want to show you a technique. So during the week, yesterday, we had my team meeting. So every month, my team of crafty demonstrators that come and have joined my team, Bec's House of Crafties. We gather here once a month, and we have a team meeting, and we go through recognition, and we do all sorts of things during the team meeting. And last night we make stuff as well, but we made a box. But so last night we made a box. But what I did was I offer every month, I do creative challenges for my team. And one of the creative challenges was to make a monochromatic card using Azure Afternoon. So I thought tonight, what a great opportunity to jump on and use Azure Afternoon in our crafting today, which is blue. So you guys know me, it's not a colour that I use very often. So for me to be going live on a Wing It Wednesday using blue, like, come on, really? So we'll see how we go. I don't know. It could be a disaster. It could be all right. Who knows? But let's give it a crack, shall we? Hey Maura, hey Jan, how you going? Leanne, I'm so happy we got Wizard of Oz tickets for the Sphere. So in I'm not going to say, but 56 days. I think it's 56 days. Is it 56 days? Let me just check my little watch here. Yes, 58 days, sorry. I'm a bit 2 days ahead. 58 days I get to go to Vegas with my lovely friend Fiona from New Zealand. I'm picking her up on the way to Las Vegas, and we're going over there for a Stampin' Up! Conference. So I'm super excited to be doing that and going over with Fiona, and we get to go to the Sphere, which when the last time I was over there it was being built. So really happy that I get to actually go inside it this time. So cannot wait with my other demonstrator friends over in America. So that will be great. Hey Chris, how you going? Back at work this week for 4 hours a day after 2 months. Wow, Evelyn, it would have knocked your socks off being back at work after 2 months off. I know after I have time off, you really feel it that first day when you go back, that's for sure. So, all right, so let me flip you down. We'll get started, and as I've said, I've got an idea about what I want to do with this card. So we're going to, like I said, we're using Azure Afternoon tonight, and it is a monochromatic card, which means usually a color and white, right? So we're going to use Azure Afternoon and white. Now I also gave the team a challenge that all they could do was use stamps, DSP and ribbon. Now I'm not going to use any DSP because I don't believe we have any DSP with Azure Afternoon in it. If we do have DSP while I'm creating this, let me know with Azure Afternoon in it. I don't have on hand any of the little DSP packets with me, so I'm going to be using just mainly ink for tonight's card and white and Azure Afternoon paper. So let's get cracking on it and we'll see how we go. Surgery, what for, Leanne? That doesn't sound good at all. Hey Rose, how you going? Hey Beryl, hey, we got Beryl and Cheryl. How's that? One on top of the other. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna grab some Azura Afternoon paper. So I'm gonna grab both my normal paper and, you know, all my little scrappy pieces, because, you know, we never know what we can find in a scrappy bag that we want to use. So, I mean, this piece could probably get turfed, couldn't it? Really? I mean, what did I keep that for? Let's turf that one. You'll be proud of me. And probably, oh, no, I don't know if I could turf that one. All right. So we need a card front to start with, and a card base. So I'm going to use Azura Afternoon. I don't even think that's a card base. It's not big enough. All right, let's cut one. So we need to cut a card base and a card front. So I'm going to use the Delicate Pines, and that is in, I believe, this one here. So this is in from the Elegant Pine Snowflake collection, and it's predominantly green, the paper and the DSP and that goes with it. So to be using Azura Afternoon is sort of like left field, right? All right, so let's cut a card base and a card front using this Azura. I hope I'm saying it right. Is that right? Azura Afternoon. Hope I'm saying it right. Hey Roseanne, how you going? All right, so we're going to pop this in here. We're going to cut just a normal card base, 14.9 by 10.5. And I just want to put this as a disclaimer that anyone from my team cannot use this card for their challenge. They have to come up with their own idea. So just, I'm a harsh teacher. So I actually didn't pick this colour, Megan. I can assure you of that. Connor was over here doing some computer work for me, and I said to him, pick a colour, Connor. All of these colours here, pick a colour. And of all the colours, he picked this one. So we can blame Connor for this one if we all want to, but yes, Connor's fault for this one. So I'm just cutting a card front here, 9.5 by 13.8. And then I want to cut a matte layer in white as well. So that will be 14.4 by 10. And so this is giving us our blue and our white, so monochromatic colours, right? Got to stick, I know, right? And we're going to layer it like this. So this is going to be our card front. Pretty boring at the moment, right? Let's jazz it up a bit, because it's like, yeah, okay. Alright, so we will now grab out our stamp sets. Now, what you will need for this is a stamping platform of some sort. So, we used to have this one. This is a Stampin' Up one. There's plenty available. There's a Misty as well, which I do have tucked somewhere around. But you will need a stamping platform for the technique I'm going to show you. And we're going to use this blue here, so our card front. We're just going to line it up. I don't want to line it up right in the corners, so I'm just going to go like that there and like that there. So I've just got it lined up on one of my corners here. And then we're going to grab the Delicate Pines stamps, and I'm going to use this one, and this one. So I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but you can actually stamp bright colours onto dark surfaces, right? So I'm just going to use 3 snowflakes here, like that and like that. So we're going to hang this one off the edge a little bit. I might actually switch them around. We might go here, here, and up here, like that. Because I kind of want my sentiment to be down over this one a little bit, I think. Alright, so I'm just going to move that a little bit there. So hands up, who's still got the stamping platform? Who still has one of these? Because they are a really good tool. But, you know, we don't sell them anymore. I still use mine. You can tell because it's all grubby and whatnot. So, it is a bright blue, Chris. I know. Like, seriously? I'm just catching up on the comments. Wish they still have them. Me, yep. So we've all still got the stamping platform. Yeah, all the time. And I've even got one of these little things. I don't know if you guys have one of these as well, but it's an old doorknob with a bit of foam on it. and it's got like a felt rubber here, which I find easier when I'm pushing down. You'll see, because I'll use it tonight. Alright, so I'm going to pick up my stamps here with my stamping platform. I don't want that to lift like it's going to. Let's push that back to where it's supposed to go. Need a couple more magnets. Have I got my other magnet? No, I thought I had other magnets on the back there, but that's alright. Hopefully it won't stick once I might move that over here. See, this is what happens on Wing It Wednesday. It's just unpredictable, and you can do whatever happens. Alright, that might work a bit better. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my white ink pad. So Stampin' Up! Supply these. They come with a refill and just a flat white ink pad. And you've got to put the white ink on it. So don't make the mistake that when you get the ink pad, you go to stamp it and you go, oh, nothing's happening, because it has no ink on it. It looks white, but it's not, because it's got no ink on it. So you need to use your refill and give it a good juice up and make sure that you re-ink the white one. Now, as some of you may know, I use the same ink pad with my Memento black ink as well, but I've put a sticker over where it says white so I don't get confused. And then I've just put the black here, so see how this has got white on it and that's all black, so that's how I know the difference. I think this is a fantastic way to stamp our black ink. You get a better and clearer finish. So just a handy tip. So this has just got the white ink pad that comes clean, and then I put Memento black on it. But anyway, we're using the white today because remember, we're doing a monochromatic card. We're only allowed to use white and Azura Afternoon. So we're going to ink up our little snowflakes here, like so, and give them a good ink up. And then we're going to stamp them down. So we just close the platform here and we're going to stamp them down like so. Now I'm giving this a really good rub with my, I don't know, what would you even call this tool? I don't know, but it's quite handy to have. Now, oh, see now we've missed a bit here, but that's okay because we've got the platform. I can go back on and push a little bit harder there, so I know that I'm going to get that one there. So there we go. Look at that. Alright, so that's all we need the white ink pad for. I'm going to clean this off now, so let me get my handy dandy U-Butte chamois. Oh, that's a little bit dry, but that's alright. It'll still work. And just clean that off like so. So we want to give that a good clean, get all that white off like so. Now I'm going to stamp the Azura Afternoon back over the top. Now believe it or not, you'll go, well, what's the difference from stamping Azura Afternoon straight onto that Azura Afternoon Bec? It makes a difference. It gives you a different colour, so kind of like when I shaded with the Early Espresso and the white on the weekend for Breakfast with Bec. This will give you a different colour, and it also almost gives you like a shadow. So let me show you what it does. So now we're just going to stamp that back down straight over the top of that like so. Give it a good smudge in here. So when you're doing this, you can also stamp, and I've got a couple of samples here, not cards, just sample pieces. You can stamp on dark colours, right? So any of your black or, you know, Early Espresso, we missed that bit there in the middle. Early Espresso, basic grey, you can stamp colours onto black pieces. See, look at that. How cool is that? See, and it kind of gives you like that shadow effect happening. So I'm going to take that out now because that's really all I need for the platform. But see that? It kind of gives you that white shadow underneath. Alright, let me just put that aside now. We don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to come in with that other stamp. So this guy here. So this little one here, which is individual stamps. And now you'll get to see the difference of what it does. Let me get a mat because it is a photopolymer. Let me just grab a stamping mat here. And I'm going to stamp in between the two. Now you'll see the difference between stamping just Azura Afternoon and then stamping with the white. So can you see? I've apologies if my head's getting in the way. Can you see the difference there? So doesn't that just make it pop? Like with the extra, the different pieces there. Alright. Anybody tried this technique before? Stamping with the white first and then going over the top of it with another colour? Look at that. Bugger! Can you see that? I just dropped the corner of my ink. It's alright, we might be able to cover it with something. I have an idea for that. See, this is what happens when we go Wing It Wednesday. You like that effect, Christine? Oh, I'm glad. It's just really simple effect. Oops, I put my trimmer in the wrong spot there. Fallen over. So you can see now the difference between the colours. Can you see that? Apart from my, look at that. Damn it. Alright. So now, let's see, what else have we got in the stamp set here? I kind of like the acorn. I was thinking about maybe stamping some white acorns through it, but I don't know. Let's maybe not. Let's maybe not. Right. What sentiments do we have in here? Warmest winter wishes, celebrate the season. I kind of like that, celebrate the season. Let's do that. We'll do that on some white cardstock. So let me just grab one of my scrap bits of paper here. Cover with bling. Well, I kind of didn't want to use bling, but I may have to, but I'm not using DSP, so I'm really not doing the other half of the challenge that I gave the girls. So they get 2 challenges a month, and they can win prizes. They win prizes for the challenges that they do. I send them vouchers, and one of the challenges is to use the stamp set, DSP and ribbon. Obviously they're allowed to use ink and everything like that, but no punches, no dies, no nothing. So it might be a bit of a fussy cut situation happening. That one is a bit too big. Let me see if I've got a smaller scrap here. Oh, look at that. Here's one I prepared earlier. So we're just going to stamp that down there. Celebrate the season. You read my mind, Megan. Read my mind. And then I'm just going to snip this here, and of course do the banner the easiest way we can by just snipping in here and here like that. So we've got our sentiment, we've got our celebrate the season here, we've got our background bit here. Now I want to grab, I don't know if I've got any, but let's just see. I'm going into my 2-tone cardstock, but I don't know if I've got any in that Azure Afternoon. So let me just look. I don't think I have. Bugger. That would have looked really cool. Anywho, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some white cardstock. So let's just grab some white cardstock. So this is how we go, we work around these things, don't we guys? So we're going to grab just a random scrap bit of, I need a thicker bit. Where's my thicker bit? Have I got a thicker bit? That one's not thick enough. I need a thicker bit. Grab this one here. Grab that one there. And because I want the white core to show on it, I'm going to grab my blending brush. And once again, oh my goodness, I'm dropping snips on the floor, dropping stuff everywhere. Going to grab my Azure Afternoon, and I'm going to colour this just roughly. We don't need to make it look all pretty. Just roughly colour that, like so. And then we'll wipe our little desk here. And then I'm going to tear it. So which way do I want to go? I want to go away from me. No, to me. Like this. See? So then I get that white edge happening. And then do I do the same this way? Like that. We can make 2-tone cardstock. I actually didn't make I didn't actually make the door handle, Maura. I bought it like this. I believe that it's probably just because it doesn't come off. So I believe it's probably like siliconed or like glued. Like this is a hard bit of foam. So if you've got, if you're like me and you're a hoarder, and you kept remember the container that we used to get our blocks in, and it had the big container, and when you got them you had to pull out the middle bits. It's sort of got something like that dense hard foam in it. So yeah, and then it's just got one of those, you know, the felt pads you stick on the bottom of your chairs attached to the bottom of it. So it's actually quite handy. I think you can get them on eBay or Amazon, or, you know, one of those junky sites as well. I'm not even sure what they're called, but it's just really handy. And if you've got arthritis in your hands, it helps them. There you go, Craft Online have them now. So you can get them from there. They're just really handy to have when you're using a stamping platform. Alright, so I'm going to pop this under here like that. And then I'm going to grab some white twine. So hold please while I grab my white twine from inside of my little spice jar. Like so. I think I'm going to use, I don't know, maybe we'll do 50 centimeters. We'll go two lots. Like so. This is for when we're using the stamping platforms, Manda. So I use the our old Stampin' Up stamping platform, but you can use them on a Misty as well. So any stamping platforms, and I just use it to rub down. Even when you're stamping like big background stamps and you've got your big stamp here, you can put your big background on and then run over the top of it. It just sort of saves using the palm of your hands, and it just gives a bit of weight to it as well to sort of push down on. So that's what we're using that for. Alright, let's see. Shall we do loopy loops or should we do a bow? Let's see. I don't want that many. I don't want it that thick, I don't think. Should we do loopy loops or do a bow? Well, I've just done. Let's do different size loopy loops. I'm thinking to go underneath here. This is where I need you guys and your expert advice. Let's just see if we go loopy loop, loopy loop, loopy loop like that. Do we do loopy loops or do we do, see, I kind of like that, loopy loops. Loops. Oh, the Makona lids, yeah, that would give you a bit more to grip on too, Maura. Loops, loops. I'm going to try this but with pink or green. Oh, that sounds good. Of course, green sounds good, Christine. Loops. All right, everybody's saying loops. I think I actually like those loops. So let's lock it in, Eddie. Let's lock it in by doing that over the top. And of course, I didn't tear my tear and tape long enough to go over the top of that, so I'm going to pop another bit over it. Lock that in. I should have splattered first, shouldn't I? It's alright, I'll come over that and splatter. Lock it in. Alright, so I've just locked that loop in there, and I am going to splatter it just to try and hide that there. So let's grab an Azure Afternoon. We'll just fold this flat for a minute and get another scrappy bit of paper. Of course, when I'm looking for a scrappy bit of paper, there's not one lying around here. What's this? That'll do. Let's just put that over that, and we'll get our brush and we'll just flick over with Azure. Oh, look at that, I got my background there. Flick, 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 flick. Gonna miss these Stamping Right markers, that's for sure. There we go. Bit of flicky flick here, bit of flicky flick, all these terminologies or the technical terms. You can do this with the Stampin' Right markers anyway. Alright, so have we kind of disguised our little blurby bit there? And I think, you know what, I'm gonna flick it because this is kind of like white, right? our Winker Stella. It's kind of white. I'm going to flick it with some Winker Stella too, because I reckon that'll look really good. I don't know if you do that. Sometimes people do that, but it's not going to work for me. Is it empty? Oh, no, it's not empty. I just want to flick. Flick, 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 flick. You guys probably can't see that, but one flicked almost right in the middle of the snowflake there. If I tried that, I wouldn't have been successful. I can tell you that right now. I'm just going to flick a bit more over this. Oh, I like Winker Stella. It's such a good thing to have in your arsenal. Alright, push our little twine back here like so. Grab our picky tool. We'll peel that off because you don't want to leave this stuff underneath. Even if you're going to stick something down, you don't want to leave that under there because it'll lift and eventually it won't stick on your card. So we're just going to put a bit of glue all the way along that, and I'm going to glue that down over the top of our twine there like that. And then we'll just, oh, where did the other snips go? Here we go. We'll just snip that off on the edge. We'll get a bit of dimensionals happening here. Oh, surely I've got one that's half empty. Here we go. Now I'm going to have Winker Stella all over the back of my snips. Then I'll know they're mine, hey? Alright. Put a few of these on here. So I guess this is just to show you the white technique. So that's your challenge for tonight, is to, where's my little ink? Oh, here it is. He's hiding over here behind my drink. This is the technique for tonight. So to challenge you to try and use like the white ink pad, but also make a monochromatic card. So a colour and white is all you need. So let's just glue that down. So if I can do it using Azure Afternoon, which you guys know me is not a colour that I use very often, I think you guys are going to smash it out of the park when you're using your favourite colours, aren't you? Alright, and let's stick it down to our card base here. Like so. And there we have it. Look at that. I could almost say that that's my DSP at the back. Do you reckon I could do that and say, oh look, I've done 2 challenges in 1. So there we go. What do you reckon? Do you think you like that technique with the stamping of the white with the, you can see it in the background? It just adds dimension to your I don't know, your snowflakes, I think. I like it. I think it looks good. Let me show you what I did just for playing around. I wanted to see if it would work, but I just played around on a couple of different colors here. So this was stamping white onto black, and then I did all the shades of pink. So that's like a melon mambo, then I did bubble bath, then I did fresh, oh no, I did flirty melon mango, flirty flamingo, bubble bath, fresh freesia, gorgeous grape, and then blackberry bliss down the bottom there. And then this one here, I just did it, you can see it was just a scrappy bit of paper that I had. I did crushed curry, timid pale papaya, timid tiger, pumpkin pie, and then Cajun craze. So you can actually stamp colour onto dark surfaces if you really wanted to, using the white ink pad underneath. But you do need a solid stamp so that it gives you that solid colour underneath. So there you have it, guys. What do you reckon? Do you like? I hope you all give it a go. So once again, if you're in my Craft with Bec group, that's where we hold all of our challenges, and I give away prizes on a Wednesday night for those that like to play along and you know, submit their card to our group. I'm just looking for my stamp. I'm going to use this one here. Let me just grab this one off here because we'll have to keep with the theme. So let's stamp this one inside the card. Thanks, Maura, for the reminder. Stamp it on the inside and then on our envelope. This would save me the hours that I spent on the weekend placing all of my cards into envelopes and whatnot. So I kind of like how this one stamps in here and like just fills in the middle of that stamp too. Isn't that cool? And it gives you a nice full snowflake then. So you can have it either way. Snowflake with no middle or snowflake without a middle, with a middle. And there's like a heap of dies that go with this one as well. But when I was trying not to use the dies before. So. Alright, let's glue this into the inside here. Oh god, this glue's almost gone to God. I think that one can go to God. Oops. Oh, and look what I've done. Look at that. Fingerprint. That one's not going in there. Alright, I'm going to stamp that later. I don't need to hold you up with that one. Not going to do that one. Let's just, that one can go to God. I will do it a little bit later. Love it. Never seen it done before. Oh, awesome, Rose. Well, I'm glad I can help somebody tonight. Alright, I'm impressed. I digressed and I didn't choose the blue, Amanda. Connor chose the blue. So it wasn't me that chose the blue. It was Connor. So you can all thank Connor. If you like the blue, you can all thank Connor for it. So alright, so last week's card, guys, was to use your designer series paper and do it in strips along the background of your card. So, oh, where am I? So this was the card we made last week. So that was your challenge last Wednesday. So let me get up my little iPad here and see who. So we had 5 entries. So we had Marianne, Christine, Linda, Amanda, and Jan B. So let's. How do I make this bigger? I don't know. Oh, here we go. Let's make that bigger. And let's click and see who our winner is going to be for Wednesday night. This way. Oh, I've got no music. I must have turned my music off. And Amanda! Congratulations, Amanda! Amanda is one of my team members. So let me see what we have for you, Amanda. Let me dive into my little pouch here that I have down. Let's see. We have how about the new, have you got the autumn trees, Amanda? How about I give you the autumn trees stamp set? Do you have that one? Let me know if you have that one or not. So congratulations, Amanda. Let me know. I know you're watching, so let me know if you've got that one and I will pop that aside for you. Hopefully you don't have that one yet. Alright, so let me write your name on that. Oh, you do. What about Charming Day? Do you have the Charming Day one? You didn't rub your lucky knickers, Christine. Do you have the Charming Day, Amanda? Let me know in the comments whether you have that one or not. There's a bit of a delay, so we've just got to wait for Facebook and its delayness of it. So, but congratulations. So every Wednesday I do a challenge and I do a draw. So tonight's challenge, ladies and gentlemen, is to create a monochromatic card using the white ink on your background as well. So, all right, awesome, Amanda. Yay! Charming Day stamp set is all yours. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it back down in my bag. All right, I'll put your name on it. Let me get my post-it note here. So when I see you next, I will give this one to you. Congratulations, Amanda, and Thanks for playing along, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, we have the mini catalogue that is live now. This one here is now live. We also have all of the... I don't know where I've put it. My desk is a mess. Online exclusives as well. So they are live now on the website. I also have class next week, which is not quite full yet. So our Tuesday classes is not full. We are using the new Gathering Together suite, and the cards are just amazing. So if you want to come along to that, let me know and I can send you the registration link for that kit. If not, and you follow me, jump on my email. And then you can, if you subscribe to my newsletter, sorry, I'll spit it out. You get all my events and any special offers that come through. Stamp it up. All right, guys. I hope you have a great week, the rest of your week, and hopefully this will get you crafting. And I will see you on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Bec. If not, I'll see you next Wednesday for Wing It Wednesday with Bec. Bye for now.